بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معاكم مستر حسين شريف. We complete the lesson Radioactivity and Nuclear Energy today. By the end of this lesson, the students will be able to, number one, identify the phenomenon radioactivity. Number two, list examples of radioactive elements. Number three, identify the safe use of the nuclear energy. Number four, identify the harmful effects of radiation pollution and the method of protection. Radiation pollution, its definition, it is the increase of the amount of radiation in the environment. Increase in the amount of radiation in the environment. Sources of radiation pollution. Number one, natural sources. Number two, artificial sources. There are two types or sources of radiation pollution: natural sources and artificial sources. According to natural sources, they are represented by, number one, natural radioactive materials that found on the Earth's surface. Number two, cosmic radiation that comes from the outer space. Cosmic radiation that comes from the outer space. Okay. According to artificial sources, they takes place due to, number one, the explosion of nuclear bombs that some countries do as experiments from time to time. Number two, the nuclear reactors. In the nuclear reactors, okay, sources of radiation pollution. Examples of radiation pollution: the explosion occurred in the Russian reactor at Chernobyl. It occurred in 26th of April 1986. Reason: it occurred as a result of an error in operation. Occurred as a result of an error in operation. Result: the melting of reactor core led to nuclear explosion and the release of many radioactive elements. These elements formed an atomic cloud. This polluted cloud was carried by the wind to many countries in Europe. Air contamination or air pollution, surface contamination of plants and animals, inhalation by animals, okay, where radioactive fallout. Number two, water contamination or water pollution. Rainfall carries radioactive fallout to surface water. Fishery products contaminated or polluted. Plants and animals, okay, contaminated through water uptake. And soil, number three, soil contamination or pollution. Land and feed uptake of contamination, animal ingestion of contaminated soil and plants. And in result to, when rain fell in May, it carried radioactive elements to the Earth's surface. The plants and soil were polluted by the falling. cows on fallen radioactive elements like isotopes. Cows and sheep ate these plants. Their milk products and meat were polluted by radiation. Okay, the plants and soil were polluted by the fallen radioactive elements or isotopes. Cows and sheep ate these plants. Their milk products and its meat were polluted by radiation. Like this. Give reason for the radiation pollution may be occurred in areas at which nuclear explosion radioactive may be occurred in areas at which a nuclear explosion is not occurred. Because the radiation pollution may be transferred by the dry falling through wind or by falling of rains to the Earth's surface. Because radiation pollution may be transferred by the dry falling through wind or by falling of rains to the Earth's surface, like when rain fell in May, it carried radioactive elements to Earth's surface. Isotopes. Acidification. They are atoms of the same element that contain the same number of proton. The same number of proton, okay? And different number of neutron. 0 neutron, 1 neutron, 2 neutron. Okay? يبقى هنا في isotopes, okay, for this atom. They are atoms of the same element that contain the same number of protons and different number of neutrons. For example, 3 isotopes of hydrogen, proton H1, proton 1 proton, neutron 0, okay. deuterium H في هنا بقى يبقى ايه في 1 نيوترون and 1 بروتون اوكي الماس نمبر 2 and الاتوميك نمبر 1 اوكي في هنا 1 بروتون and 1 نيوترون. Deuterium H 3 mass number 3 and atomic number the same 1 number of proton 1 and the number of neutron 2. Okay, 3 isotopes of hydrogen. The elements that were found in the polluted food after the Chernobyl accident are iodine and cesium isotopes. The iodine with cesium isotopes, they are produced from the decay of the nuclear fuel, uranium-235, when absorbing the neutrons. The radiation effects on human body. The effects of radiation on human body differ in the amount of radiation and duration of exposure to the radiation. These effects can be divided into 2 groups. Number 1, the effects due to exposure to a large dosage of radiation for a short time, 1 day or less, okay? And number 2, the effect due to exposure to a small dosage of radiation for a long time, months or years, okay? According to number 1, the effects due to exposure to a large dosage of radiation for a short time, 1 day or less, it will lead to the damage of spleen, digestive system, central nervous system, bone marrow, which is responsible for the formation of blood cells. So its damage will lead to the decrease in the number of blood cells in the human body. Normal blood, okay, and leukemia. Radiation pollution is one of the reasons of leukemia disease. White blood cells devour red blood cells. Okay, and white blood cells devour red blood cells. That's because the radiation pollution is one of the reasons of leukemia. Note, bone marrow is the first which is affected by radiation. Bone marrow is the first which is affected by radiation when the object exposed to a large dosage of radiation for a short time. Number two, the effects due to exposure to a small dosage of radiation for a long time, months or years. The most important effects are, number one, physical effects. Number two, genetic effects. Number three, cellular effects. According to physical effects, they are changes that appear on a living being as a result of exposure to radiation, like skin cancer. Skin cancer is from physical effects of radiation. According to number two, genetic effects, they are changes in the sex chromosomes composition, which result in abnormal births. Okay, they are changes in the sex chromosomes composition, which result in abnormal births. According to number three, cellular effects, they are changes in the cells composition which lead to destroy the cells. For instance, if the chemical composition of the hemoglobin changes, it becomes incapable of carrying oxygen. Measuring the radiation, the measuring unit of absorbed radiation by human body is the sievert. Its symbol is V. 1 millisievert equal 10 power -3 sievert. The safe dose when exposed to nuclear radiation. Letter A for radiologist is 20 millisievert per year. Radiologist people's work at nuclear radiation fields. Okay. Letter B for public is 1 millisievert per year. This is the safe dose of nuclear radiation for radiologists for public. The safe dose of nuclear radiation depends on age of the person, the period of time in which the person is exposed to nuclear radiation, and the part of the human body that is exposed to nuclear radiation, and part of human body. Okay. Means of protection for radiation pollution. Number one, the workers with radioactive elements in laboratories and hospitals should wear radiation protective gloves, clothes, and masks. Okay. Number two, follows the following precautions while dealing with radioactive wastes, as radioactive wastes should be away from underground water passes to prevent its pollution, and the area chosen for storing radioactive wastes as steady one and away from animals that live in caves. Why or cave reason? To prevent the spreading of the radioactive wastes in the surrounding environment by the effect of earthquakes or volcanoes. To prevent the spreading of the radioactive wastes in the surrounding environment by the effect of earthquakes or volcanoes. Number three, firing nuclear wastes according to the radiation power emitted from them. Mild and moderate nuclear wastes are surrounded by a cement layer or rocks. Okay. Strong nuclear wastes buried deeply in the ground. Number four, through laws for nuclear stations to cool the hot water before throwing it in seas and lakes. Cool the hot water that used to cooling nuclear reactor. Cool the hot water before throwing it in seas and lakes. Give reason for some nuclear plants make artificial leaks for themselves to throw their nuclear wastes in them. And question, what happens when the number of red blood cells decreases in the human body? This will lead to feeling of being sick, sore throat accompanied by nausea, vertigo, and diarrhea. Okay. Some questions complete. Number one, the amount of the absorbed nuclear radiation. Measuring unit is the space. The amount of the absorbed nuclear radiation. Measuring unit is the sievert. Number two, the space effect of radiation is a result of changing the sex chromosomes of the cells. The genetic effects of radiation is a result of changing the sex chromosomes of the cells. Number three, the area chosen for storing radioactive wastes should be space one and not exposed to space and space. The area chosen for storing radioactive wastes should be steady one or not exposed to earthquakes, and volcanoes. Number 4, isotopes are atoms of the same number of protons and with different number of neutrons. Number 5, the nuclear wastes of weak and medium nuclear wastes are surrounded by space layer or space. The nuclear wastes of weak and medium nuclear wastes are surrounded by a thin layer or rocks. Another question, choose number 1. Isotopes are atoms of the same element with different number of space. Electrons, neutrons, energy level. Neutrons. Isotopes are atoms of the same element with different number of neutrons and the same number of protons. Okay. Number 2, cosmic radiation is from space source of radiation, pollution. Letter A, natural. Letter B, artificial. Letter C, industrial. Letter D, no correct answer. Cosmic radiation is from natural sources of radiation pollution. Number 3, public should be exposed to radiation in amounts more than space millisievert per year. Letter A, 1. Letter B, 5. Letter C, 10. Letter D, 20. Public should be exposed to radiation in amounts more than 1 millisievert per year. Number 4, the space effect of radiation is a result of the change in cells composition. Letter A, physical. Letter B, genetic. Letter C, cellular. Letter D, chemical. The space effect, the cellular effect of radiation is a result of the change in cells composition. Another question, give reasons for radiation. Number 1, radiation has cellular effects because it is a result of the change in cells composition. Number 2, the radioactive wastes should be buried away from underground water's bath to prevent water pollution. Number 3, the area chosen for storing radioactive wastes as a steady one and away from animals that live in caves. To prevent the spreading of the radioactive wastes in the surrounding environment by the effect of earthquakes or volcanoes. Another question, what happened when? Number 1, exposure of human body cells to radiation. Exposure of human body cells to radiation. Changes in the cells composition which lead to destroy the cells. Change in the cells composition which leads to destroy the cell. Number 2, a chemical composition change in hemoglobin. Chemical composition change in hemoglobin. It becomes incapable of carrying oxygen. It becomes incapable of carrying oxygen. Number 3, exposing a man for a large dosage of atomic radiation for a short period of time. Exposing man for a large dosage of atomic radiation for a short period of time. It leads to the damage of spleen, digestive system, central nervous system, bone marrow, which is responsible for the formation of blood cells. So its damage will lead to the decrease in the number of blood cells in the human body. Okay, that when man exposed for a large dosage of atomic radiation for a short period of time. Okay, and these lessons contains these concepts: radioactivity, number 1. Number 2, radioactive elements like uranium, zirconium, and so on. Number 3, the safe use of the nuclear energy, the safe uses of the nuclear energy. Number 4, the harmful effects of radiation pollution, and the methods of protection. Okay, harmful effects of radiation pollution when exposure to large dosage of radiation for a short time, and when it exposed to a small dosage of radiation for a long time, months or years, and the methods of protection. Okay, وكده نكون وصلنا لنهاية حصة اليوم، وأتمنى نكون فهمنا، ونتقابل على خير إن شاء الله في حصة قادمة، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.